Hey, puppy trades. Maybe I was wrong about February. I feel like February has a bad reputation, and to be honest, I was gonna say February is the worst month of the year. It really is the worst month of the year. It's so cold, it's snowy, all of the fun winter stuff like Christmas and New Year's is over. February's more cold and more snowy than January, and everyone is just ready for March. From the young people looking for spring break to just the adults, and everyone just can't wait for March. Half the people I know have just left the places that they are. They flew south for the winter. They just went to a different state. They just wanted to get out of where they were, not knowing that uh, it's kind of cold and gloomy and snowy everywhere. But I've been thinking, are there good aspects of February? And for so long in the stock market, this is what February looked like. It was just sideways, sideways, sideways. Bitcoin, oh my gosh, day after day after day, no movement, still really no movement from Bitcoin. But we're starting to see Ripple and Dogecoin and Bitcoin move. And I'm just starting to think maybe I was wrong about February. Maybe at least the second half of February, the part where it ends, has some amazing qualities. That old joke where they critique the performance and they say, I love the ending when it ended. Maybe February has that quality. So the Nasdaq, I said, was going to form a wave one and in wave two at the 61.8 to 78.6% retracement. Bubba bang, that classic inverse head and shoulders pattern played out as well. Wave one, wave two, wave one, wave two, wave three of wave three is in progress, in my opinion, up to 544 before a shallow wave four and a wave five higher. If wave four retests the wave one high, and wave five is the length of wave one, places the wave four low, the Nasdaq can be going all the way up to the 567 range for waves 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That lines up pretty nicely with Apple. It lines up pretty nicely with Nvidia, which I recently made a video about. Go watch that. I see a lot of you guys did. Thank you so much for the engagement. Let's talk about Bitcoin for a little bit. What I'm talking about with this February thing, I think you guys know if you've been watching Bitcoin, it's really just been a dud month. Nothing happened. Nothing. This is the 1 month of February, or that's the past month. This is the past 2 weeks because February's only been. Yep, this is what we're looking at for February. This really fun, really exciting range. Absolutely nothing going on. Maybe finally a little bit of a movement, but Bitcoin has not moved at all. The one redeeming aspect of February can be that the stock market is fun, and at least for the first half, it wasn't. So I guess there's a really important lesson there, and it's don't get dopamine from the stock market because the stock market will take away that dopamine. The second you're having fun, the second people are posting all their option trades, all that stuff, that's the exact moment that Mr. Market is going to take all the fun away and just put in the most brutal lull for the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq and Bitcoin. One, two, three, four, five. Wave one for Bitcoin. A, B, C, or A, B, C. Wave two, past the 78.6% retracement. The length of wave one, placed at the wave two low. I'm looking to begin a wave three up to the 111,000 range before a shallow wave four and a wave five higher. If wave four retests the wave one high and wave five is the length of wave one, placed at the wave four low, Bitcoin can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 127,000. Now, the truth is 111,000 is actually pretty shallow for a wave 3. Bitcoin can go to the 161.8% extension of wave 1, which would take Bitcoin all the way up to 120,000 for wave 3 before a shallow wave 4 that retests the wave 1 high and a wave 5 higher. And then that's more likely the route that takes Bitcoin to 127,000. So we've seen a lot of movement out of Ripple, at least. Ripple has woken up. XRP's woken up 10% today. What I think's going on here is that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 1 and an A, B, C wave 2 correction. So I was looking for any dip against 1.8837 to get bought. That did happen. The length of wave 1 places the wave 2 low, says XRP is within wave 3 up to 4.87 before a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher, looking really good. I wanted to point out that my long-term chart, I had the length of wave 1 places the wave 2 low right over here being met. Bang, that was met. Now I'm looking for, from this pitchfork perspective, just from this pitchfork perspective, that XRP is going to go all the way up to the median of this pitchfork, and before it gets there, it's going to hit the lower bound of this pitchfork. So that all sounded silly a little while ago, but it's not so silly anymore. Alibaba, what an amazing prediction by me. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, ABC wave 2. This is not taking very long. In 1 month, this ETF, BABX, went from 14, 15, 16, all the way up to 32, 33. So very nice. It reached the equal legs target. The length of wave 1, place of the wave 2 low, has been met. For wave 3, I'm expecting a little bit of consolidation for wave 4. But wave 3 is most likely still in progress before a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher. If wave 4 retests the wave 1 high and wave 5 is the length of wave 1, place of the wave 4 low, BABX can go all the way up to 52. It's currently at 33, so obviously that's going to be very bullish for Alibaba. It lines up pretty nicely with China. I talked about this ETF pretty well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, wave A, B, C, wave 2, wave B. And then from this low, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, B, C, wave 2. And then look at this perfectly being rode right here, this trend line. I always say, these equal lines really matter. They either act as support or they just guide the entire move. The length of wave 1 places the wave 2 low. It's just following this trend line. I expect it to follow this trend line up to 63 before a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher. So after 10 points higher, a shallow wave 4 retests the wave 1 high. Wave 5 is the length of wave 1 places the wave 4 low. That takes MCHI all the way up to 79. Let's talk about some growth stocks that have really popped. I had two play out perfectly. Roku looking really good on this. I had a few comments about Roku earlier this week. No need to repeat them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1. A, B, C, wave 2, the 78.6% retracement. And then from this low, wave 1, wave 2. Big wave 3 of wave 3 is in progress. It hasn't broken this high of 108.84 yet, but I do expect that's going to happen. It got pretty close. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 of wave 3 up to 137 to 152 is expected before a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher. If wave 4 retests the wave 1 high and wave 5 is the length of wave 1 placed at the wave 4 low, Roku can be heading to the 180s for this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves impulse. It's probably worth noting, zooming out, that this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 1, wave A, and A, B, C, wave 2, wave B, and then this big wave 3 of wave C. Wave 3/wave C is in progress. It reminds me of this big crash and recovery that Carvana had. It reminds me of this big crash and recovery that DraftKings had. And so we can see new all-time highs for Roku and for DraftKings climbing the right side of this base. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, A, B, C, wave 2, and then DraftKings has done what Roku hasn't yet. It's gone and broken this wave 1 high as I expected it to. This is a large wave 1, and A, B, C, wave 2, and then the length of wave 1 places the wave 2 low. Says that DraftKings can go all the way on a big wave 3. Notice that trend line again acted as support. Wave 1, wave 2, Wave 3 up to 65, 60, get it perfect, 67.9 before a shallow wave 4 and a wave 5 higher. If wave 4 retests the wave 1 high and wave 5 is the length of wave 1, places the wave 4 low, in the long-term cycles, DraftKings can be heading all the way up to 88. So DraftKings is looking good. Roku is looking good. There's not really good invalidations for either of them. But February quietly shaping up to be a fun month, at least the second half. Is it just because February's ending, or is it because February itself really isn't that bad? Let me know in the comments below.